Hi, welcome to the video. I'm Brenna and this is Miss Abby, and we're currently living in our van and traveling around Australia. So I want to share with you today 5 things that I do to make sure that Abby is having a really good time and how I keep her safe when we're at a campsite. So here we go. The first thing that I do is try to decide which campsite I'm going to go to that will be safe for Abby. So there's a couple of things that I do. I will look on Wikicamps for a campsite, and that will usually tell me if it's dog friendly or not. And I will also then look at the reviews to see if there were any comments about what it was like there. If there's a sign that says, no dogs, I don't go there, especially in Western Australia. There's poison baits. I don't even bother going. Once I've got to the campsite, then before I let Abby out of the van, I'll do a good scout around to make sure there's nothing that she can hurt herself on. I'll check for things like broken glass, any ants or spiders, any food scraps, because she will eat any piece of food scraps she finds, and just make sure in general that the area looks safe before I let Abby out of the van. So once I've decided that I'm going to stay at that camp spot, I then put out a couple of mats. So there's a green outdoor mat that helps to stop dirt and stuff tracking into the van. And I also have a little pet mat for Abby that she can sit on and we can have cuddles together. The third thing is I do keep Abby attached to the van at all times. I just do that so that I know where she is and I know that she's safe. And what I did was I have a 10-meter dog lead that I made some loops in so that I can have 3 different lengths. So depending where I am, she can have a bigger range or a smaller range to walk around. And I just then attach that to her collar and she can move around. At the moment where we are, she has an option to get into some shade, or she can lie in the sun. She can hop in the van and lay on the bed, or she can lay in her bed in the front seat. So it gives her lots of options of where she can be, and she can roam around, and it's no different to when she was in her house. She had the same options. The fourth thing is Abby's water and food. So I did read somewhere, I think it was Dr. Chris, the Hot Bondi vet, and he said that the water bowl will attract snakes and lizards. So since I saw that, I was very aware of that, and if I'm in an area where it's in the bush and there can be snakes and lizards, I will keep the water bowl in the van and she can hop up in the van to drink it. Otherwise it does stay outside the van. And with feeding her, again, I can feed her outside of the van or inside of the van. If there's lots of flies or something buzzing around, I'll let her come inside the van so she can eat in peace. And when she's finished eating, I clean her food bowl immediately and put it away so that I don't attract ants and more flies. So my 5th piece of advice is when I'm choosing a campsite, I always make sure there's somewhere that we can walk, especially if we're going to stay for a couple of days. We like to walk 2 or 3 times a day. We both enjoy it, and it's nice to have variety as well. So that's one thing I look for. And also if it's got a view, that's an extra bonus as well. And Abby just loves walking. If there's water, oh, she loves to splash in the water. So yeah, that's one of the most important things. These are the 5 things that I do to make sure that my best friend Abby here is safe and comfortable, and that she's enjoying this van life as much as I am, because we're both in this together and I couldn't imagine doing it without her. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, could you please give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you with our next tips and tricks for dogs. Bye.